How's it going, everybody? I ain't made a video like this in a while, but while looking for information and not finding much, I think I might have got a solution, so I figured hopefully maybe I can help one of you out with this. So I know it's dark in here, I'll give you some light on the details, but this is it's an old, I believe 1968 Ford 4500 Backhoe. It's been a great machine. I've had to do little stuff to it to get it up and going, but I thought this would be something handy, somebody on the job, somebody just need to get it up and something going. This is not like a long-term fix necessarily, but in a pinch, I think it can get you through. So my problem is, if you look down here in the back, I had there's two cylinders back here, one right there and one right here, and they have this rubber hose that just connects from one to the other. Well, I had that hose blow off, and I got a bunch of air in the line. I thought the chain, the way these are, those cylinders have a ram right here with a chain, and then same thing on this other side. And see how the chain's all sloppy and loose over here. So I got a whole bunch of play in the chain swinging side to side, and I thought, well, I just got some air in the line, put a new line on it, kind of the same thing. And I had this back here, and I saw these bleeders, so I started cracking bleeders like I was trying to bleed some brakes, and I just made things worse. So I ended up having somebody come out, diagnosing it, and they told me that this cylinder over here on that side's bad. And really all they did was pull off this hose, move the lever, a whole bunch of oil shot out, and then the chain tightened up. And I thought, how's this work? He just had, I was confused. So I have some hydraulic experience. By all means, I'm not a heavy equipment technician or anything, so this video is limited to that for questions. I was under the assumption, it's just a single valve. It's pushing fluid in, pushing it back. But I guess this back side here, on the back side of the cylinders, is actually just air. So it's pushing fluid in, and the seal on this is bad, so it was building up hydraulic fluid back there. They were kind of fighting each other, and then it built up enough pressure to blow the line off, and then that's what was giving me slop in the chain up there, and getting a lot of side to side swing. And when he pulled that line off and the chain tightened up, I thought, well, what's a fix here? The fix is to take off, unbolt the whole backhoe everything, and rebuild the cylinders. Or asking some questions, trying to figure out something. I've came up with this, where I've just got that's 1/4 inch line. I just got a nipple on each side, going to a T with a ball valve. Then I went to a bigger 3/8 size here, where I'm gonna just cut that line, put this in there, hose clamp it, and I think whenever I'm running the boom with the attachment needing the swing, I'll open that valve, and I got a roll of hose. Where, yeah, this is ghetto, this is going to be kind of jerry-rigged, but, like I'm saying, in a pinch, trying to wrap something up, trying to get something moving, it's easily reversible, to just replace the line if you're ready to pull the back and rebuild the cylinders. But what I'm going to do is cut that, put this in, put this line here, and I saw it building up that pressure and squirting out, so I'm just going to run the line back up here to the front to the reservoir fill, put the hose in there, and just let it squirt the oil back in the reservoir, and I think that should get me up and going. So I'm about to cut the line, put that T in, run it up there, and see if we can take this slack out and get this thing up and operational again. So here we go. Alright, I got that hose plumbed, and actually don't look as bad as I thought it might. But let's see, here it is here. Just cut the line, put the barb fitting on each side, got the ball valve where I'll open that up. There's ran the hose right down the cable here, so it's not really anything more in my way than necessary or than it was before. And then I ran it up the hoses over here, just made sure it wasn't attached to anything that would interfere with the front loader bucket. Just kind of ran it up along the side of the hood. This is where the dipstick goes. I've just pulled this out, ran the hose down inside here a few inches, maybe 5 or 6, something like that. It's got some pressure, so I sure don't want it flying out. And I'm kind of putting it in that little crease there. Everything's going to be a little different machine to machine, but probably somewhat similar. So got the hose in there. Let's fire it up and see what we got. See the line here, kinda. I'm gonna open the valve. Nothing coming out yet. Let me go grab my flashlight here. Kind of set that there. I'll raise the bucket up. Alright, let's check the side swing. See fluid there. Nope. Still a little sloppy. Don't have any slop in the chain there. Like me just sitting back here trying to one-handed move it around. I think it's doing just like it should. Ain't got no slop in the chain. There we go. I can move the side shift. It's staying where it's supposed to be. I don't have slop in the chain. Got full travel. This hose here, you can see. That hose there, you can definitely see it's got fluid going through it. Cycling back up here to my tank. No slop on the chain. Before I could wiggle the whole bucket side to side, you know. Now it's got nice and tight where it should be. I'm gonna call that a temporary fix to get me back up and going. And then, you know, I'll just close that valve, pull the hose in out of the reservoir if I'm not using the backhoe attachment, if I'm just using the loader, until I get time to take off the back half and really rebuild the cylinders and get them going. So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that helped somebody out. And thanks for watching.